It's XRP. I hope that each and every one of you is having a wonderful day today, regardless of where you are in the world. This is going to be a discussion on XRP. I feel obligated to begin with this proverb attributed to Eleanor Tourette. This pertains to the fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has a revolving door. When they leave the SEC, a significant number of employees will go on to work for other businesses that are involved in cryptocurrency. They have joined forces with other companies in order to assist them with crypto-related concerns and safety regulations. This is a ship that no one wants to go down. As far as I can see, Gary's ship already has holes present in it. I have a strong belief that the SEC will undergo a rapid transformation after he goes. However, for the time being, he is going to continue to file cases against cryptocurrency companies in the hopes that some of them would be successful. The latest information regarding the SEC and Ripple XRP. Ripple's chief executive officer discusses the reasons why XRP is not considered a security legally. He goes into greater detail on the ruling made by Judge Torres and the manner in which the SEC fought in court. Have you come to the conclusion that Ripple will prevail and cross-appeal? At this point, I am convinced that the entire situation has been a hoax from the very beginning. In this context, we are discussing how Ripple will pay the SEC money and how the SEC will slow down Ripple's operations. In my opinion, that is what is occurring. I have faith that they will emerge victorious in the end. When I say that cryptocurrency is not going anywhere, I mean it. Ripple is not going to go out of business ever. In all honesty, they have gone global in their industry. In the United States, they are competing with the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC), and they are continuing to expand all over the world. To put it another way, the level of significance of this case is decreasing as time goes on. The first significant piece of information will be that the regulations will be explicit. Numerous schools who have been waiting to join will now be able to do so as a result of this advancement. Without any effort, the value of the market might easily increase by a few $1 trillion in just a few weeks. Following that, the United Nations, the International Monetary Fund, and the Federal Reserve will all support XRP. These are ancient posts from the time when X was known as Twitter. However, I do recall that the particular situation was relatively fresh at the time. We were still aware that Ripple had positive relationships with the United Nations, the International Monetary Fund, and the Federal Reserve. Now take a look at the current situation. Nowadays, I'm referring to the BIs in my conversation. Within their white papers, they discuss distributed ledger technology (DLT) as well as names such as Ripple and XRP. It is the same with the International Monetary Fund. The United Nations has just validated both XRP and XLM. We will become wealthy as a result of XRP. It is the only thing that can be done at this point. Reason now, you have no reason to feel afraid. It's getting too close. As a component of a strategy to assist black men, Vice President Harris has stated that he will support a regulated framework for cryptocurrencies. That is not clear to me. At a time when people need to be cooperating with one another, circumstances like the one described by this woman simply serve to make things worse. They try to prevent people from getting along with one another. They are opposed to the idea of people getting together. Within a month of the election, Harris devised a strategy that he named the Opportunity Agenda for Black Men. This plan was presented to the public. According to the strategy that was developed by the Harris team, on Monday, more than 20% of black Americans will either own cryptocurrency or have held it in the past. Within the proposal, the campaign team stated that Vice President Harris is pleased with the way in which new technology can make banking and other financial services more accessible to a greater number of individuals. As part of her efforts, she would ensure that those who own digital assets and invest in them are provided with a regulatory framework that safeguards black males and other individuals who are employed in this sector. It wouldn't have been difficult for her to put it this way. We're looking out for all cryptocurrency investors who would want to write a story like this. I am telling you that these individuals want us to be divided up. If we are divided up, we do not engage in physical conflict with them. Ripple's Swell panel will feature Grayscale, who is in charge of product and research at our company. Grayscale will be speaking on the panel. They are going to discuss the ways in which artificial intelligence and blockchain technology are coming together. It's going to be a major deal. If you want to make an investment in cryptocurrency, you need to choose coins that are beneficial in a variety of different ways, as I mentioned earlier. On the other hand, there are cryptocurrencies that are associated with artificial intelligence, tokenization, international payments, security, real-world assets, and the alteration of the value of real-world assets. We are aware that the combination of artificial intelligence and blockchain technology will usher in the fourth and fifth industrial revolutions, and we are making investments in this area. In addition, there is a lot of discussion around Ripple's intention to go public. In his analysis, Brian Broke draws a link between this event and the pre-IPO and liquidity event that Amazon held. Take a listen to this. There is a high probability that employees would be provided with stock options or other kinds of equity-based compensation, similar to what Amazon did in the late 1990s and early 2000s. By doing things in this manner, it is feasible to generate a significant amount of money. People like Bob Way and David Schwartz, who joined Ripple at an early stage and were awarded stock options, have the potential to make a significant amount of money if the price of Ripple shares increases when it is listed on the stock exchange. I am of the opinion that it will. In a similar fashion, Ripple's early investors and owners would eventually have a liquidity event, which is something that Brad Garlinghouse discusses extensively when he talks about providing their stockholders with liquidity. For this reason, they have been engaging in Tinder transactions over the course of the past few years. Consequently, this is just another reason why I believe that this is likely to take place. It goes without saying that going public is not merely a means of acquiring additional funds. It is related to the issue of legitimacy. The public offering of Amazon made investors, purchasers, and other businesses view online shopping as a more respectable form of business. It is the authorities in charge. It would be beneficial for the blockchain industry as a whole to have Ripple listed, particularly given their legal battle with the SEC. This would be the case regardless of whether Ripple goes public through an initial public offering IPO or a direct listing. Ripple would demonstrate to the world that it is prepared to compete on the international financial scene if it were to go public. Ripple would become an even more prominent figure in the blockchain financial technology industry as a result of this, in light of the fact that it would lend Bitcoin more credibility. That is a smart proposal. Ripple would move at a very rapid pace as a result of it. But what about XRP, for example? What is the potential price of XRP if Ripple shares hit $600 after the initial public offering IPO? At the time that this article was created, the value of XRP was less than 50 cents. According to what they are telling you, if XRP were to be $0.49, it might reach $6.63. The initial public offering IPO of Ripple shares reached a price of $600. According to what I've heard, an initial public offering IPO of Ripple could easily boost XRP above $20, so that's what some people would say. Right now, however, we are only speculating about this matter. Up to this point, we have not yet had this occur. While we are holding XRP, there are a lot of things that will happen over time, but everything will happen in a positive way.